Hey, good everyone, Andrew here, Real 4x4 Adventures, coming to you from Port Lincoln Tourist Park. Now, we are just near the entry here. We've actually been here for just over 7 days, so when you come in, pull over to the left, there are a number of phone numbers there for their mechanics, etc. We actually got our car serviced here, so if you've been travelling for a while, there is a range of options here for mechanics. So you come in, you've got the kiosk just over here. They've got a few little snacks and bits and pieces. Super friendly team. They've also got some business cards and all your information for things to do around here. Quick look here at the map. So as you come in, over to the left, you've got a range of different cabins. There's quite a few different types that are available. Then further down there, you've got the unpowered sites. In front of us, you've got a range of drive-through sites. Now, it's interestingly broken up by some clotheslines there that you can kind of see over there, so it doesn't feel like there's too many. You've then got more powered sites over there. You've got a range of unpowered sites down the bottom and more unpowered sites over the other side of the cabins. Playground is down there. You've got the jetty there. You've got a big walking track, which we'll talk about as we walk around. You've got an amenities block, one over there near the cabins and unpowered sites over there, one over here, and then one there in the distance there with all the colourful paintings on the side, as well as a really cool camp kitchen and rec room. So we're going to go for a little walk. First up, we're going to head over to the unpowered sites here in that amenity block, make our way down, across. There's also a heated pool over just past the other amenity block. So let's go for a little walk. I've got the map with me as well here. You can jump online and have a look at the maps. Have a quick little look at that just for you. So we're up here at the main entry, the different cabin types, unpowered sites down here. It's a beach area, playground. They do have a food van that comes in from time to time. Again, a range of different sites. There's ensuite cabins. We're actually over here. So let's go and have a little wander. So there is another park on the other side of town. So this one, you're about a 2 or 3 minute drive out of town. Having been driving all over the place to get in here and have a range of mechanics, but also to get in here and be able to have the options of a Coles and a Woolworths. Haven't seen those for quite some time. So we've been here for 8 nights. We've got one more night, so we're doing 9 nights here in Port Lincoln. It was a chance for us again to get some of our life in order there, make some phone calls, get the car serviced. We also went and did a tour there, swimming with the sea lions, which you highly recommend. And we also used Port Lincoln as a little bit of a base to do some driving around and exploring the nearby sites. So just cut through here. So again, there are a range of different cabins. From what I gather, there's 4 or 5 different types. Could be more, but again, look, we're not staying in cabins. Just get a bit of an idea of how the park feels. For us, we picked this park a little bit partly due to the location, but also the heated pool, especially travelling with a child. Both parks in Port Lincoln are pet friendly though, just as an FYI. And this one in particular is on a bit more of an angle. The other one's a flatter property, whereas this one's on a bit of an angle, which gives everyone a bit of an aspect there looking at the water. Got some more clotheslines here, some more cabins up there. It's the ladies' side, won't be going in there. There's men's. Range of toilets and showers. We'll get out of there before someone comes out. You've got a little wash up area here, not for cleaning fish. There is a fish cleaning area though. As at the Eyre Peninsula, there's a range of exciting fish to be caught and seafood. One of the laundries. So again, these are all your cabins. So there's the more rectangular sets over here, and then there's a couple of different types here. A smaller one there. Through here. So that fence line over there is the edge of the property. You've got a barbecue area here. There's a bigger camp kitchen over there, which is quite new and very modern. Very impressive, actually. This one here is more of a basic barbecue setup. So you've got two barbecues, plenty of seats. As always, make sure you clean up if you're going to use it and leave it minimum as you found it, but more importantly, how you'd expect to find it, and ideally better for the next person. So from here, you've got your unpowered site area. Right. Might make our way down to the water here. There's plenty of birds. Unfortunately, today isn't the best day. We had a beautiful sunny day the other day. We had a few things on, and the forecast looked like we're going to have another day like that, but we haven't. So I assure you it looks a lot better when there's no clouds. There's plenty of areas here for your unpowered camping, for those who don't need to be hooked up to water, don't need power. We're midweek, outside of school holidays, so the park definitely is far from full, but it is quite a large park as well. So down here, as we get closer to the water, there is a fish cleaning area there. Again, it can be messy, it can be smelly, and they want to keep that to certain areas. Now there's also this really cool walking, and I believe you can ride along it as well. I'm going to butcher the pronunciation of this. The Peninsula Trail. So it goes all the way around. You can go either way, and it's quite a substantial walk there we can do part of. So we've walked it a few times in the morning. Again, the park is pet friendly, so we've taken our little dogs for a walk along there. Some seagulls, some other birds. There's been a heap of pelicans as well. Each afternoon there's been a group of them, about 6 or 7, that fly overhead, which is very cool. Got this little beach spot just down here, and again on the Eyre Peninsula the water is just so amazingly clear. You see the trawlers coming out as well, different times of the day. You've got the jetty over there. So for those interested in the trail there, if you go to the left, 3.6 kilometres from the park here to town centre, and 0.8 kilometres to Shelley Beach. To the right, you've got Lincoln Cove Marina, 3.6 kilometres, or Billy Lights Point, 5.4 kilometres. There you go. So you've got a playground just to the right. There are a couple of kids on it, so I'm not going to go and have too good a look there. But you've got a little area there with a couple of slides for the kids, some little monkey bar style things, and then a couple of swings over here as well. Again, I'm not going to have too much of a look there at the playground there, all those kids on it. It's not the biggest playground in the world, definitely seen bigger ones, but look, it's clean, it's reasonably modern. It's in a good spot here as well. So cabins are over there, reception's up there. You've got the big drive-through sites as you come in. So with the drive-through sites, that's what we saw on when we were searching information about the caravan park. And the drive-through sites, obviously they're not grass, and so they look a little bit of a concrete jungle. We weren't looking to stay on a drive-through site, but that had been a little bit of a deterrent. But as you can see, there is plenty of grass on other sites around the caravan park here. That's there. Let's go and have a quick little walk past it. This is there. food truck. So a couple of nights ago they had pizzas, which was pretty cool. Over and check this other amenity block. Then the camp kitchen rec room. Again, give me a bit of a feel for the park here. Whilst there are other parks that have more trees, again there is plenty of grass. And there are definitely trees around. But when you first look at a lot of the pictures that they use the drive-through sites where it gives off a bit of a different vibe. Again, got 5 toilets, about 6 showers. While we've been here, all the amenities have been really clean and well taken care of. So credit to the team here. This is amenity block 2. This laundry. There is the barbecue area and rec room areas in here. It's all very modern and really nice. Actually really impressed. So whilst that other barbecue area was quite open, this one still plenty of lovely natural light. Smells like it's been painted recently. Doesn't look very old anyway. Table tennis tables, a little kids space, and a TV. Plenty of tables and chairs. Beautiful amount of natural light. Still looking at aspects. So if the weather isn't doing the right thing, you still get a feel for where we are. Big TV there. Got space here for washing up. Again, being undercover, it's all weather. Although you've got to get here from your camper or caravan. And then this is the main camp kitchen there. A couple of toasters, microwave, a couple of kettles, stoves, fridges. No dogs in there in the camp kitchen, obviously. No smoking in here, obviously. There are heaps of bins around. Variety of tables and chairs out here. So plenty of seating space if you don't want to be eating at your van or tent or whatever it might be. And your 4 big barbecues. Again, make sure you clean them after you go. They've been really good with recycling. You've got your recycle bins plus your regular rubbish. Because the park is pretty big and depending on weather and people's mobility, there's actually parking for the camp kitchen. This is the amenities block number 3, also next to the dump point. So ladies is at the back, gents is at the front. This is actually the closest one to where we're staying. So very familiar with this one. Very cool with the artwork on the sides. Again, range of showers, toilets, plenty of hot water. I'm going to initiate that so far. So the park keeps going on. Hang on, we have a little bit of laundry here as well. This is the 3rd laundry. When we came in as well, there was at the kiosk there's a book exchange. Most of the caravan parks we've been to, or tourist parks, have book exchanges, so make sure if you are a bit of a reader, make sure you contribute and you can swap your books over. So in a range of these sites there, plenty of grass. We're straight up here. So what we'll have to do, there we go, there's some kind of vessel there coming along. I assume some kind of trawler, but it looks a bit different to the other ones we've seen, so it might not be a trawler. And you've got these sites obviously for these very large vans. There are a couple here the last couple of days that were 23, 24 foot odd, so pretty big vans. This is the pool area, again very new and modern, and it is outside, so it's not a hot spa by any stretch, but it's definitely heated, and you notice it is warmer. It's open 10 AM till 8 PM. You've also got this little outdoor shower here for pre and post swimming, which is hot as well. And at the back of the shower space here, you've got 3 toilets as well that are open all the time. Now down here we've got the amenity, the ensuite sites to our left. There's about 5 or 6 of them. And then you've got some sites here that are a bit more permanent. You've got a number of access points to get down onto the walking track as well, if you want to have a bit of a wander and explore. And you've got all the powered sites up here, so they go up just before that truck, and then they go back there. You can see where it goes back to. Now we lucked out big time. Our site here, number 87, is kind of a double site. Apparently it used to be 2 sites. There used to be a tree, or there used to be a tree which prevented having 2 sites, and it's now an extra large site. So when you have a look here, you've got 86 from the rope just here to there, and then you've got, for our site, 87, so you can see there from the pole there, you've got water power, you've got our dog Charlie, got the Starlink up, got some washing going on. But for our site, you've got space for the car and the van or the camper with the awning. The only catch is you got the bins right there, so I think that is probably the tree that used to be there, and it may have been a bit more substantial before. But either way, 87 is a really good site, highly recommend it. Close to the little toilets down there, close to the pool, not far from the amenities. It's yeah, it's a very cool site. So that hopefully gives you a good feel for it. We've enjoyed our stay here. Again, 8 nights so far, 1 more night, so 9 nights all up. And look, we've used the pool a number of times. It's been a good base for us to get into the town, but also to head up to Coffin Bay. Look around here, some of the highlights there are the Coffin Bay area, where there's a lot of national park space, and also Lincoln National Park, which has been kind of one of the tough parts of the trip so far, travelling with a dog, because you can't get into those places. But that's all good. We'll potentially have more to come back to explore next time we come here. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it informative. If you're considering travelling into Port Lincoln, the Port Lincoln Tourist Park, definitely we recommend it. And yeah, we've had a great time. We had again that site there, actually a big one, 87, which is a powered site, and we found the location great. We've found the facilities great. The team here super friendly, and the aspect really nice as well, looking out there to the water views. If you've got any questions or comments, pop them below. Definitely try to answer them as always. If you haven't subscribed, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And most importantly, thanks for watching.